Hello, everybody, again, and welcome to another episode of Stock Talk. I am your host, Mike, and with me, well, it's me, myself, and I. The rest of the crew, the less of them and the more of me, the better off you're going to be because the faster we'll get through the show. One of the first stocks we're going to talk about is OBLG, Oblong Incorporated. Last tick was $3.34. Going to the chart, well, we're not going to talk about 2022 because, it was a good old spending year for the Uniparty there. And they're having some fun times up in D.C. right now, fighting away like a bunch of kindergarten children. So we'll have to see how that goes there. And there's not a certain side I'm picking, but I really despise the establishment if you want to know my position there. So I'm for the newcomers of all different types of people there. So going into the chart there, looking for beginning here, January 2023, you're starting to see some resistance popping up for the new year, which is great for this one. Oblong engages in the provision of patented multi-system collaboration technologies and managed systems of video collaboration and network applications. The firm's patented technologies change the way people work, create, communicate in product mezzanine in remote meeting technology platform that offers simultaneously content sharing to achieve situational awareness for both in-room and remote collaborations. The company was founded in May 2000 and is headquartered in Conifer, Colorado. Going on to the Alphabet News. The Alphabet News on Business Wire brings up a good point. Oblong announces the reverse stock split. I'm sure that's not going to make people happy. The shares will begin trading on a split-adjusted basis on January 4th, 2023. The award-winning maker of multi-stream collaboration solutions announced that is filed an amendment certificate to incorporation that will affect the reverse split for the company's issued outstanding shares on the common stock ratio of 1:15 as approved by the company's stakeholders there. So I'm sure that will make lots of people happy. Don't call me on that one either. So let's go to the website, check it out, and see what we got. So going on the website looks pretty good and looks pretty effective and actually decent McGee's looking at the website. Going down through forward is mezzanine series multi-share collaboration for every team in every space. And no, the women do not come with the stock. Guys, sorry about that to disappoint you there. We haven't had that taken a while. We got to, mix that in. Now available on Cisco Global Pricing List, GPL. Mezzanine and Cisco, the multi-share experience to Cisco customers. Learn more, shall we? Because that's what you need to learn what you're actually buying before you just buy a stock and be like, whatever. You need to learn what you're buying. That's what the purpose of the show is. Mezzanine WebEx services transform video calls into high-performance work sessions with multi-share collaboration. The video solutions place content is forefront in your meetings. Mezzanine enables multiple concurrent pieces of content to be shared, manipulated, created, and captured across the distance. The work in best communication and collaboration tools brings teams together, and they come together for conclusion decisions for quicker and more confidence. So that's just some of the happy talk they got there. Blowing this up, Mezzanine 200 Cisco WebEx room kit for 7 rooms that seat up to 7 people. Close distances between working teams. I'm sure those teams are really happy to work together. You just know how that is in the office. As some of you are in the office there, how those teams get along really well and how people despise some of those teams. I can tell you from experience there. Mezzanine's 200 help teams present and explore content from different locations and sources at the same time, increasing the team's efficiency and performance. Does not look fun to me, guys. I'll just be honest with you. They're sitting in a lot of business meetings and not with at least a job. I own my own company, but meetings with people are not that fun, especially. Series, the 200 series, the 300 to 600. We'll gloss over the 200 series. The 200 series is a small room solution for taking the big picture of thinking. Not the small picture, the big thinking. Close the distance between working teams and their content. When teams need to make a decision, solve a problem, or respond to a situation, they do in the best the way they work, combine the knowledge and consider the options. The 200 series brings the multi-share collaboration to small and medium-sized rooms. So all teams can work with the content of different locations and source at their own team. That's if they can work together. The 200 series integrates a dual screen video conference system that includes the best in-class endpoint Cisco Polycom, the video conference call experience is transformed into a content-rich collaboration where everybody can share what they need to share and see what they need to see to maximize team building and knowledge sharing. Whether you're seeking capabilities beyond standard video meetings or whether you need to refresh your existing infrastructure, 200 elevates the conversation. So there's the 200. What about the 300? Well, the 300 comes with fully stocked case of beer and fully stocked bottles of wine. No, it doesn't. So don't quote me on that. I just made that up. Fill the room with your content that you need to perform at your best. Getting the people with the right information is more challenging than ever. The teams distribute across locations, information, and scattered across multiple sources and applications. Mezzanine 300 features the 3 displays, providing teams with an immersive sandbox for their content and data. And yeah, I'm sure you get another guy that just likes to putz around with everything there. So I'm sure that should be slow you down and everything like that. You always get your putzes in some of these meetings. The Mezzanine 300 series to 2 configurations, spreading your work across 3 screens across the front room. Use the 3rd screen of the digital corkboard to extend your workplace to another wall. Try to get some of the employees coffee to keep them awake because they're falling asleep in the meeting. It does come with, no, it doesn't come with that. With digital corkboard to add annotation of whiteboarding mezzanine environment. In your additional displays, create more immersive experience with the 300. 6-screen mezzanine 600 configuration. So the 600 has the ultimate collaboration of presentation solution. Over 49 million pixels are at your command. Not at their command, not at your team's command. Well, that's if they get into your thing, then they're in there. Then most likely they're in your command. Some of your teammates also possibly might think they command you. There is a possibility where you've seen that where there is no leader and the team is in command and not the boss, which it's better to have the team in command than the boss anyway, because the boss is just, Create an unparalleled immersive environment for collaborative work and customer engagement. Multiple streams and content are free to be placed everywhere in the 6 ultra high definition displays. Deliver a powerful vision of experience that can be engaged and impress teams that more standard presentations can. 600 difference. Why limit your ideas of a single side in the entire room at your disposal? 3 digital corkboards can give you the flexibility to customize your workspace. Combine them to a single large surface to distribute them all around your room based on your architectural or workflow needs. Well, we're going to go to the most important part of the show, and that's StockTwits, because that's where the real traders are at. We're going to find out what we have on the way. On to StockTwits, because that's where the real traders are at. Analyst price target for next week, rocket ships. Well, let's see what happens after Skilo Friday and how many people pick up on the cheap seats. You got Bert and Ernie learning the number 6. Someone's saying 6 beans. Well, let's see what happens. MD13 says close a similar flag. We saw this before explode to 4 after hours. Very excited tomorrow. Could be $5 to $6. I'm not sure about that. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be the same. Sorry, I don't mean to be the party of the pooper. Hit me up and troll me if you don't see it coming. We have good old see you guys. Can't wait for tomorrow's run to the 6. Everybody's telegraphing the 6. Troll me if you think this is going. I don't see it coming, but I could be wrong. I'm glad I'm holding the game. Mike Mo 2041, not the Momo. Bobby Harami called this one yesterday. All my followers know this. What happened without me? So Bobby Harami's calling the shot there. Bro, other stock. So is he the guy calling the 6s? We'll have to see. Let's see. And let's see. Black Jerry Samfield. I love this guy's takes. This guy is awesome. He has the hottest and greatest takes on the board. He says, OBLG, be careful. Paid pumpers in your mindset. He changed his name and pick again today for the 3rd time. This guy is professional, and that's Lit Up Trades. So for Lit Up Trades and for Black Jerry Seinfeld, we'd like to give one of my favorites for Lit Up Trades since he's being a pumper. We will go, pump up the jam, pump it up a little more. Won't you do it? Oh, why can't you say, stop pumping up the stock now, make my day. All right, we're out. So Shorty Low says, I'm going to see the last thing here. These are facts. This company's shit. Will eventually go BK, getting delisted, nano float, and can be split so many times. 4.5 million in market cap. Anyone saying they're putting puts and shorting this should immediately be blocked. The only way, dude, he is so right on this. I'm not going to read the other take because I do agree with him. This is a technical swing post constellation play. End of the story. Bunch of amateurs and fake accounts. Dumb. Shorty Low, you and Black Jerry Seinfeld get the hot and best takes of the night. Not to worry, a bit deep in the green here. Don't have a single. This is from McCready Trades. We see him holding unopened tomorrow. Let's see what else we got. Shorty bored of this dead, I mean dead like a cricket. Now you have all these dumb accounts of people shorting for. Yeah, Shorty Low's right. They're coming in hot, and you know what comes on Friday? It's Dump Out Friday. He's saying, I'm going to block everyone, including yourself, for listening to any of this. Yeah, I agree with so. Especially with the news from Business Wire I just read at the beginning of the show. So we'll have to see what happens. And we're going to go on to the next stock. See you in 2 and 2. Peace. Next stock is GERN. Geron Corporation. Last tick was $2.87. This is probably one of the better charts that I have seen personally over these years here. So just with doing this, I would have to say that's a healthy chart. And you're seeing resistance going up, and we broke $3 already. As far as for 2023. So that is good news. Sometimes no news is good news, but apparently with this, we are good. Going into what would you say they do here? They operate as a biotechnology company, develops a telomerase inhibitor that's hematologic malignancies. That's pretty huge right there, guys. The firm develops therapeutic products of oncology. More huge news. The company was founded by Michael D. West, November 28th, 1990, and is headquartered in Foster City, California. Picked up this story. This could be huge going into it. And no, I don't own the stock. Don't have my pom-poms out for it or anything like that. I'm just saying this could be huge down the run. You cannot discount biopharma at all. So Reuters has it. Geron says that blood cancer drugs succeeds in late-stage cancer. Photo illustration is stethoscope is a blood pressure machine a French general practitioner displayed for the doctor's office in Bordeaux, January 7, 2015. So there you have it with that. Wednesday, it's experimental. Reuters is saying that on Wednesday, its experimental drug helped more patients with difficult to treat blood cancer achieve independence from routine infusions of late-stage trial, sending the shared drug developer nearly 50% higher. So with these, like I said, and I said to you guys to this years before, some of you didn't listen to me and you thought I was full of crap and you thought I was a pumper and a dumper, but I'm not, because I don't play that game. I just like to cover the companies, and I like to let people know what they're investing in and things like that. And I'd like to give you some of the DD that I know about, and then we could all share it together to make ourselves better traders. That's what the program's about. But basically, I said all last year that these were all going to start to be some of the ones that people are gravitating towards. And guess what's happening now? These are all starting to pop for some weird reason. I'm just trying to figure that out. I don't know why. So the drug was being studied in patients with lower risk myodiplasm syndromes, which requires frequent blood transfusions for patients to manage their anemia, the company said. The drug, if approved, will enter into the market, already has players such as Bristol Myers. That's not a Mr. Thank you very much company, guys. That's a heavy hitter right there. They're also approved by U.S. Drug and Food Administration to treat forms of disease. Huge news there too. They anticipate peak market potential, $1.2 billion in the United States, some key EU countries, 2030. So you have that news. That right there is huge right there. Nearly 40% of 118 patients on the drug showed independence from transfusion in 8 weeks. That's big there, guys. Compared to 15% of the patients on placebo, the company said in a statement. We're not going to read alphabet waste news there, especially from cooler carrier Reuters. But the data appears to be better case scenario for drug chances at approval. Adverse effects for the observed late-stage trial consists for the previous trials with the low count platelets, white blood cells among the most common, the company said. They said that the adverse side effects were not uncommon. Every company has side effects, guys, unfortunately. There is not a perfect cure or help for anything, unfortunately. If it was all in make-believe world, then everything would be peaches and cherries and roses and everything would be good. But unfortunately, there's side effects. The side effects are short-lived and reversible and do not have increased risk of bleeding infections. Let's hope not. The company also plans for the application for the U.S. approval in mid-2023. The testing of the drug of myofibrosis is a rare type of bone marrow cancer expected to data at the interim of 2024. If approved, the drug would be complete myofibrosis drug. Shares of the California-based Geron rose 50% to 361 moving trade. So that is one to put on your watch list and look at. But let's first go to StockTwits. That's where the real traders are. Let's get between. We just saw the noise. Now let's go to more noise and check out that. Maybe we'll get some signal in there from. Well, let's go to the website first since I brought it up. Let's check it out. We have nothing about the pipes. Changing the course of blood cancers. Wish I could find the pipeline here. Give me a sec. Okay, so on the website here we have Geron announces positive top-line results in iMerge Phase 3 clinical trials evaluating the imetelstat of the company's in first-class telomerase inhibitor for low-risk MDS. The trial met its privacy efficacy endpoint in 8-week TI key secondary endpoint in 24-week significant clinically meaningful benefit versus the placebo safety. So there you have that. Let's go to research and development. Okay, it says, what if you could kill cancer cells by targeting the enzyme that drives their uncontrolled growth? Guys, that would be crazy if they could do that. If they could get ahead of the game on this, if this all goes through and they can get it ahead of the game, it could be a breakthrough and possibly save some lives here. That was the big idea for the telomerase inhibition, an overall approach that we believe can advance how blood cancers can treat the change of the course of diseases. And then you have the video you can watch there, the demo video. Our pipeline, because that's what you guys care about, is the pipeline. Phase 3 trial of lower risk myoplastic syndrome from MDS. Learn more of the results. Let's just click on it there, just see if they have, we missed that part. Phase 3 trial relapse refractory myofibrosis. Guys, when these all go through, you're going to get another news break right here, okay? That's all I'm going to tell you there. iMerge Phase 3 confirms iMerge Phase 2 and support. The other thing, too, I'm going to tell you with some of these biopharmas, I say this to all newbies, be careful. Do paper trading just if you don't want to jump into something where it could be a little risque for you. So just to be safe and watch your wallet. The trial will evaluate and improve the rate of red blood cell transfusional independence and measure the improvements of anemia participants treated for placebo. You also have Impact Phase 3, MF. I believe we covered these. You are in Phase 1 of Improve MF. They're evaluating an intel-stellate combination with ruxolitinib in patients with intermediate high-risk frontline. The study objective is identify the safe dose of the treatment. Part 2 is the objective of the dose. So you have several news waves to arrive on that. You also have Impress. Impress is in Phase 2, evaluating a single agent in patients for acute myeloid leukemia or high-risk MDS for relapse refractory intolerant hypothermalating agents or HMPS. And then you have Phase 1.5 for telomere. The trial is Phase 1 portion of identifying safe dose of all the combination. Safe dose. Guys, these could be some of the ones that are going to get you safe in the safe zone and could ride the wave as far as downline from your economic storm that's coming. We're going on to our favorite spot. We're going on to StockTwits because that's where the real traders are at. What do we have on the twits? Silverback 83 says offering tomorrow to take a proven drug for approval development during 2024-2023. While there is a recession and expensive cost of dollars, stay tight. Don't let these fools trick you. We've never been so close, never had an actual positive published results. So that is a good take by Silverback because we cover all of the takes. Analyst target for next week, rocket ships. There you have it. Susan Anderson, not Susan Saran Wrap or anything like that. Geron is a very strongly negotiated imelstat class by itself. Yeah, it is. And it's got a lot of things in the hopper, guys. Too many things to ignore. You just have to do your DD, do your homework, make sure you're not getting played, and not sure you're listening to too many people on the board because they're not giving stock advice. That some of the takes are good. The takes are good to look at and analyze. They're not gospel. That's not what I'm saying when I go onto these boards and do that. I'm not saying that you need to take their advice. I'm just saying some of the takes are good. Take them with what you want. If they influence you and you screw up, don't blame them. They're just it is what it is. It's a board. GERN is a wording goes proposed, which means it's going to happen and put themselves on the market. ATM would like to say $3. Just curious, a bit choked up as well. Thanks. What else we got? Look at that. That is a good sea of storm. That's what I'm talking about seeing. I see one of the stocks I have in there, a couple of them in there. They're looking green, so that's good. I'm not going to tell you what they are because I don't want people to think that I am a homer for anything. So I like to be independent. And like I said, I don't own shares in this as well either. I'm not saying it's bad. I try to stay independent from that. If I got them, I'm not going to tell you anyway. Only 10% down age trading. Laugh out loud. GL tomorrow. Bears. Remember, it's only money. What else do we got? 1.75 stock offering, of course. Here's another 30 years without drug approval. He's got a valid point. He does have a valid point. That is a good repost. Bearish pressure building up in options market. Pressure, dude, you ain't seen nothing yet, guys. Nothing yet. Especially if they get 2 more spending bills passed and they figure out who their speaker is and everything like that. There's not more bills you can take in Congress before this thing gets deep 6. I'm just going to tell you guys that there. Call me whatever you want. We're not headed in a good situation. None of these people are on your team. Maybe a handful of some of those people on both sides, possibility. They're owned by corporations, dude, big time. Haha itself is offering a top existing 380 million billion float. Where's the clown? Where is the clown? Dano 101, send in the clowns. It all was pumping all this morning. Well, who has he done one? He's on you. So who has he done one? Dano 101 did sure crush the roaches. You stupid shorty parasite is going to crush you roaches. That's from Dano 101, reposted by the other dude. The shelf is a precursor to a reverse split volume today. Well, that's some of the things we saw. See what happens there. This should say something or not. We should have an offering. Someone told me to buy this. Yeah. Guys, when you're taking advice like this, watch what people advise what to buy. Because it can come back to haunt on you too if you're the advisor. Just saying. Definitely potential for profit here in the next coming days. However, I think it's risky, outweighs the reward. Yeah, on a promotion week, and not saying on a promotion week, things like that, you got to watch out for Friday. And that's why I do like your signal, because I cover all the takes. That's why I like your signal. Share 97 said 175 for sale. What's the PR said? Who is going to buy? One more take here. I've got from Roadrunner. He said, what bullshit after putting up a nice day, they dilute this stock and CNBC has to report how good they did. What about, yeah, CNBC, Alphabet Media, Roadrunner, you are completely correct. Not your friends, not your pals, not your buddies. Calling Congress people insurrectionists and terrorists today. Really? Give me a break. This whole thing about the division, they're just politicians that are with corporations. All of them are. You need everybody. The media just stokes the flames and fans the flames, keeps on dividing people. Don't take the bait. Don't listen to their programs. Turn them off and turn something else on. I don't know. I don't know what else to watch. Whatever. Better off going but watching some old shows and seeing where some of the old news, or get on some other articles online. I'm not going to recommend anything. I'm just going to tell you that CNBC is definitely, it's a clown show to watch. If you want to go and watch clown TV, go ahead and go on CNBC. It's great clown show TV. Best entertainment ever as far as to look at just people throwing their careers in the toilet by saying stupid stuff like calling Congress people terrorists. You won't see, I'm not a big fan of Democrats, not a big fan of rhinos, but I ain't going to call them terrorists because they ain't terrorists. Okay, guys, the next stock we have is AUVI. AUVI, Applied UV Incorporated. Last tick was $1.14 and change. Not going to go into 2022. We saw a spike June 22nd. A lot of you saw that thing almost go up to $4, and then show to get down, show to get down, show to get down. They brought it down. Resistance is starting to pop up again in January 2023. New 2023. Hopefully y'all make some money and make some dollar-rooskies for the fam and for yourself. Applied UVA engages in development, acquisition, commercialization of technology that addresses air purification and infection control in healthcare, hospitality, commercial, municipal, residential markets. Operates through the following segments: disinfection, hospitality, corporate. The disinfection segment designs, manufactures, assembles, distributes automated disinfecting mirror systems for use of hospitals, healthcare facilities. Hospital segment manufactures mirrors specifically for hospital industry, and the corporate segment represents primary regulated governance such as board. Okay, so there is a mysterious infection, serious virus going around. I know we've heard several mysterious viruses, another one's coming around and everything like that. If this comes to spike and it comes back and we have another, I'm not saying a huge pandemic, but we have another, this is a word of warning, there is stuff brewing in China and things like that again, of another dangerous virus. Does this company come into play? I don't know. All speculation on my part, but just something to throw out there. If you're seeing that, that pop up, might want to put it on a watch list and see where it goes. Let's go to the alphabet news and then see what we got. Okay, guys, going on the website looks pretty good. It better be good because it's not a sub, it's not a Mr. Thank you very much stock, and it's not located out of a trailer park, which is a great start. That's why with pennies and things like that, that's why we try not to cover some of the subs, because you get, companies are out like trailer parks, things like that. It sucks. So going on to the website there, you have innovations for healthcare and hospitality. I did not go on the alphabet news because it's 2-week-old news and you already know it already. So we're just getting on it because it's popping right now. Patented UV technologies. Applied UV is focused on the development of acquisition of technologies that address infection prevention in healthcare, hospitality, commercial markets. So, in speculation, not just this company, but several other companies like it, do you look at those if you see a possibility of another wave coming? I'm not saying let's take advantage. And I don't own the stock at all or anything like that. Just covering it, just to get that out there. So before anybody accuses me of carrying the cooler for the stock, I'm not. Do you look at these things? We're throwing this out there. Do you look at these things if another wave of bad sickness comes around? Are these things going to be in demand, in hot demand again? Don't know. UVC are products utilize disinfection technology that applies power and narrow range light to destroy pathogens safely thoroughly and automatically. Because now this is a cold winter and you do have a lot of people inside. And so, a lot of these viruses and things, they just, they take off more when people are staying indoors in the northern hemisphere. And so maybe something is cooking in the works, because we got storms coming in from California all over, and some days you're out. So if you're in the Sun Belt, you're in good shape. But Sterilumen technology, advanced air purifier and surface disinfectant systems, better air quality for life. They also have the MunWorks, mirror case goods of the world's finest hotels and residents and extraordinary furnishings. Let's go to that one first. Let's see if we see anything in a hotel. MunWorks is a global company that manufactures high quality mirrors, cases, and case goods, extraordinarily designed, built for your specs, budget, and delivered on time. And look at that hotel. Doesn't that thing look very interesting there too as well? Mirrors and cases for the world's finest hotels. As part of the term strategy, the instituting multi-site domestic production is in high terms complicated. Our headquarters in Mount Vernon, New York, serves People's Republic of New York, no less, serves as the center of domestic manufacturing in mirrors. The satellite factory in Brooklyn, New York, manages case goods and metal works. In addition to domestic partners, they maintain overseas production capability with MunWorks employees. The factories of manufacturers of mirror case goods is a benchmark of hospitality. Stay connected. Lumen. Here we go. Sterilumen offers a portfolio of technologies of advanced energy-efficient air purifiers. Surface disinfectant systems are Aeroside, Sterilum, Scientists by Air, Sterilum, Lumicide. There. So, leading companies, organizations worldwide choose proprietary patented air purification disinfectant technology effectively remove respiratory viruses, mold, bacteria, allergens, and pathogens. Sterilumen products are green, safe, and energy efficient. That is good in itself with the UV technology, just for the fact that when you're walking in, you're not breathing in a bunch of crap, chemical. These are green products, okay? They've been tested, that so they say. And with the UV technologies, like some people thought, and some people talked about, yeah, they do exist, that you can kill things with UV light. But some people back, what was it, 2 or 3 years ago, thought that was full of crap, or they got something wrong. I don't know. It was just hilarious to watch people run with a lie so much. Protect your business customers and employ Sterilumen's portfolio of advanced infection prevention control technology. You have Aeroside, Scientific Air, and Lumicide. Stay connected. For additional information, how to kill pathogen services automatically, effectively, and affordable manner, visit Sterilumen site, follow on socialmedia.com. There's the crew, and there's in the hospital. Let's go all the way to the twits and go to stock twits where the real traders are at and see what they. Wolf says, I'm seeing the price target between $2 and $8 with the right volume now. We should be pushing $4 by now, and you know it. The amount of PR in December is impressive. Such a positive outlook in 2023. With this gem, I think we're in case that we're in for the party, folks. Yeah, this target right here that he has, or is he January, February? February is going to be the interesting month because you're seeing some of this stuff happen overseas from East Pacific, and that is out west in the Pacific, and some of these countries. It's going to be interesting to see if this mysterious other virus, how that plays out. Let's hope it doesn't play out, and let's just hope it's a bunch of hype and hoopla. We don't want to have a repeat here. Ooga Booga, glad to see more folks active on here. It's usually like a ghost town in here, except like the $4 or so people need more time, need more energy. Well, Ooga Booga, I'm glad to be here on the boards. I love talking about this one. I wish I could have talked about it before. It's actually pretty interesting. Business performance practices through responsible, effective communication with shareholders. The latest company information relevant to the individual institution includes stock price history. Yeah. Got the. What else do we got here? Shorties are playing games here. Shorties are playing games all over, guys. Made a quick $500 on MULN, you and everybody else. Good food is good. Nerd Stock says, never heard of AUVI before, so looked it up and had to say, very least the picker code is cleverly chosen. The website's decent, McGee, so I will say that. And the products look good, especially if they're green, because like I said, when some of you go to these air purification things, they just shoot a bunch of chemicals at you, and you're just like, oh, you just know that's not good for you. Or my favorite is you go to a grocery store, and they will literally take disinfectant, and they'll spray your drink. Like they'll spray the floor there, and the conveyor belt, and they'll spray your drink. I'm like, dude, I don't want disinfectant on my drink, you idiot. I'd rather take the disease than a disinfectant. What's the right volume? Could be pushing $4 right now. The amount of PRs in December is such impressive. It's such a positive look in 2023 with this gem. That's coming from, just to be mistaken, not me. That is coming from the Wolf of Wall Street, the other Wolf of Wall Street. What else do we got? Spam promotions. The next runner, jaw dropping. Well, guys, that's all from this one. We'll have to see how this plays out. Great takes on all the boards tonight. You guys know what to do. Like and subscribe. Thank you for joining the show. Thank you for helping us keep on growing. We are growing with more subscribers every week, and we appreciate it. Don't make it a dog show, and good night now.